Do you know you can travel to over 40 countries with your Ghanaian passport without ever applying for a visa? You don't need embassy interviews or agent's fee or the hassle of actually applying for an e-visa, because traveling has been made hassle-free, and I am going to help you through it. Hi guys, my name is Kalinje and welcome back to my channel. So as of 2025, here are a list of visa-free countries every Ghanaian can go with their Ghanaian passport. So of course, you need a Ghanaian passport that is valid for at least 6 months to be able to travel in and out of the country anytime. The next thing you're going to need that is heavily required is your yellow fever vaccine card. This card put me through hell at the airport. I actually thought it was outdated. When I got to the airport and I was trying to check in, they were like, "Where is your yellow fever card?" I'm like, "Well, do they still ask for that?" You need this because they're going to ask for it at the Ghana airport and the country you are traveling to. They may request for this, okay? So please do not play with this card. But if you're willing to pay about 400 cedis or 350 to get this at the airport, then good for you. They will stress you when they realize that you don't have this card. You might miss your flight, which is not good. Now we have our passport that's valid for 6 months. We have our yellow fever card. The next important thing we're going to do is plan, budget, and research. Whether it's South Africa, Kenya, or any country you want to go to, you have to research about that particular country. Research on the country, entry rules, currency, culture, do's and don'ts, airport rules, weather, safety, hotel rates, and airline rates and type. Now, after your research, you need to plan for your trip. Now, with trips, planning equals budgeting. Planning affects your budget. The type of airline you plan to use and the date of booking, the location of your hotel and how many days you're spending, the activities you've planned, transportation and food, and your random daily spending. All of these will affect your budget. And with flight and hotel reservations, you actually get them cheaper when you book early. So let's say you want to travel to any country of your choice, which is visa free in the next month. If you book before that, you're gonna get probably cheaper rate. But if you wait 3 days to your trip and you start booking, baby, you have money, you are rich. So if you want to book any flight or hotel, you can go to booking.com or any other website. But now let's book a flight from Accra to Cape Town. So we're booking a round trip from Accra to Cape Town, and we are departing on the 1st of September and returning on the 10th of September 2025. So these are the best rates available. Let's check what happens when we book 8 months ahead. So let's say our trip is on the 1st of April and to the 10th of April 2026. So we see how the rate dropped from $1,800 to $880, which is less than half the price earlier. Now, hotel reservations are very important because when you get to the airport and you're checking in, the airline staff are going to ask you for your hotel reservation information, not just your flight information. Okay, so we can also book our hotels on booking.com or any other website you're familiar with. And since we're going to Cape Town, we're searching for hotels that are affordable. So these are some of the best rates you can get for a period of 10 days, which is very affordable. Depending on the area, you can get some as high as $1,000 to $2,000. Now, what you have to know during the time of your research is the baggage weight allowance. So this basically means how much weight your bag that you are carrying has to weigh. Airlines have different weight allowance that they accept or reject at the airport. So let's say you're carrying your big ass suitcase because you're traveling for the first time, so you've packed everything in your closet. When you get to the airport and it weighs more than they require, you're going to pay extra amounts of money, which may be so much for you that you didn't even plan for. So please make sure at least that suitcase or whatever, traveler, whatever you're carrying, make sure it's less or at most 23 kg. I always make sure that I check the weight at the airport to save myself some trouble before I actually check in, which is a very good idea.
finally, we are about to hop on that plane and I'm super excited, but please get to the airport early. And when you do that, please locate your airline and know that they won't only ask for your passport or your yellow fever card, they are going to ask for your hotel reservation information. And even though it is already in your Gmail, but I advise that you print them out to save some stress, because some of these airlines actually request for hard copies and you may not have enough time to go to the printing press or any other place to get them printed out.
You don't even need the flight information printed out, because obviously you give them your passport, they are checking you in, so they should know that you booked that Kenya Airways or Ethiopian Airways or whatever airline it is that you booked. And when you get there, they won't only ask for your flight or your hotel information, they are going to ask you how much you have in your bank account. Please do not say 200 cedis. Please do not say 500 Ghana cedis. At least have 1,000 to 2,000 Ghana cedis in your bank account, just for emergency sake. Even if you are sponsored on that trip, even if you are going to be taken care of, still have some decent amount of money in your bank account. They're going to ask you a lot of questions, so make sure you have all the answers at a go, because once they realize that you're hesitating or you don't even know anything about your trip, there's going to be a problem. After they've requested for all the information they're supposed to get, you are going to check in and they will give you your boarding pass. This is your boarding pass. It has all the information regarding your flights, time of departure, time of arrival, your gate number, your zone, your name, your seat. Every information is on this particular piece of paper. Now listen, immigration is going to ask you a lot of questions. Sometimes they can randomly ask you, what's your name? Meanwhile, they have your passport. They will look at your face and look on the passport to see if it actually matches. Okay, there are random questions they will ask you. Where are you from? Where are you going? When are you coming back? Once they've checked you in, they will still check you in again and check you in again. So when you get to the last check-in point, that's the last one, the machine detector. They're going to check your bag, so you're carrying on bags. They're going to check your whole body, so you're going to go through the machine. And if the machine detects anything heavy on you, you're going to stand aside for a recheck. Okay, so just make sure you get off all your jewelry, remove all of that. You remove your shoes, your jacket, your jewelry. So after the last machine detector, now you're going to go to your gate.
So don't forget that your gate number is on your boarding pass, and whenever you're finding it difficult to locate it, do not hesitate to ask for help, or you can simply be walking with your head straight, because the gate numbers are always on a lighting board above your head. I am so happy for you that your gate led you to your boarding area, and here we can do whatever we want. Maybe take some videos or grab a coffee, whatever. We have all the time in the world before our final boarding.
Your attention, please. This is our final boarding call for all passengers.
Now you're on the flight. What else do you need? So whilst you're aboard, the cabin crew is going to give you some blankets, headsets, food, of course, food, beverages, alcoholic drinks, wine, everything you need. Everything, just ask. I always ask for bread and cheese. I don't know why. They will serve the people in front. If you're like seat number 8 here, and bro, you wait, papa. You wait, Angasa. You'll be sleeping small. You hear chicken or beef? Chicken. So now I know you're ready to travel, and I'm so happy for you, because your first trip is going to be very memorable. Trust me. Thank you so much for making it to this point of the video, and thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, and I know you love me.